guys. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Georgia likely to kick it deep to get things started. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. They'll start on the ground with Xavier Robinson. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. You can really set the tone for what's possible in your season in early season showdowns like this, both in the top 10 and both with the loftiest of goals.
This one's fun too, David, because we had this game circled in the offseason. We knew this was going to be a really good matchup early. We're going to find out the answers to a lot of questions we have about both these teams.
Well, and sometimes it's hard to figure that out, right? Like, you don't get till mid-season. You're like, oh, they haven't played anybody. Out the gates, 2 top 10 teams. We get to find out really quickly who's legit.
It's third down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. They'll try to power their way ahead. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
And I think on that last run play on third down here early in the game, they're making a statement that we believe we're the more physical team and we're going to run the football even if you know it's coming at you. Nice job. They got the ball at midfield. I expect to see more run plays coming up.
That's reeled in. It's Harris.
During the week, you got to talk to your quarterback. Quarterback, what do you like? What's your favorite, safest routes, easiest reads? Love coming out with those early with the short passing game.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Looking for a man. It's Mateer. Gets it out fast. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
You complete some of these hitch throws early, you're setting up the hitch and go. Later on, you can pump fake that, and then the receiver can pirouette right up the sideline. That might be a home run play for the offense.
And the Sooners have this offense rolling. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line here.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road, bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
This dog crowd is off the leash, and they are coming after them, bringing noise on third down. To the ground to try to pick up the first. Taken down just short of the sticks, but the offense still within scoring range on 4th down. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. That is their freshman offensive lineman, and boy, they hope this isn't too serious. Holly Rowe will keep an eye on that. This offense wants to establish an aggressive identity. They'll go for it on 4th down. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
We're seeing analytics become a bigger part of college football each and every year, and there is a good example of it. Opening drive of the game, you're across the 50, 4th down, and it says run the ball and go for it. Even if you don't get it, your opponent's going to have to drive a ways. There's still a lot of football left to play. Hindsight's always 20/20, but that was an excellent decision. But
there's some room. They make the stop right at the 30-yard line, but it's a 10-yard pickup and a first down.
Really nice run. This guy brings balance to this offense. It's not all high-flying aerial passing attack, too. You go back to Adrian Peterson, DeMarco Murray, Samaje Perine. They've always had guys in these spread-up tempo offenses that have been able to give them balance and force the defense to stay honest. That's exactly what this guy brings the Sooner offense.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Oh, they're after him. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Fires the pass. Intercepted. Not the way you want to start your first drive, and the defense forces a turnover.
And this defense starting to become a common thread, man. First drive, they force the INT after having 4 picks last week. They are finding the football. Nice way to start this football game.
They'll start on the ground with Frazier. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw, it's Stockton. Here's the pressure. Intercepted, a turnover in their own territory. Touchdown Sooners. A pick 6.
Man, how great is it to see the most athletic position on the field doing work, showing he could be a running back, showing he could be a wide receiver. I mean, what else can't a defensive lineman do? What an athlete.
And he's not going to take the touchback. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. And the sack all the way back at the 5.
And that's not a good sign for this offense. You gave up 4 sacks a week ago. Now you're already getting your quarterback hit. They've got to protect their dude. They got to give him more time so he can make plays down the field. Protection is the biggest issue for this offense.
The Dogs trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Out of the gun here with Nate Frazier. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. They get to him, and down he goes, and now it's 4th and a mile.
This definitely isn't the start they drew up. I mean, you already throw a pick 6, now you get sacked. Man, they're going to have to find a way to settle this quarterback down, get something going offensively. So far, not a lot of positives to point to.
And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive that made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. To throw, it's Mateer. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Here comes his home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. Throws to the wideout. Another incompletion on third down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense considering where this drive started, in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Well, no surprise to see the special teams, but you thought it might be the punter. Instead, here comes the field goal kicker.
Hey, sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
They'll start on the ground with Frazier. Makes him talk to the hand. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Off the play fake. Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown Bulldogs! How about that shot into the end zone? And he makes the grab for the score. Well, that score leaves you with a burning question. Who had that dude? Whoever it was wasn't close.
No, and the receiver was able to run right by him and get to the end zone and camp out and put up his tent and build the fire and fill up the coffee pot and just about everything else in time before the guy decided to get remotely close to him.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start on the ground with Robinson. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. And just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for him.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking to throw, it's Mateer. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. He stopped, not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football.
There were a lot of people really excited about what this guy could do. Some were saying he could be an All-American, and he's proving them right. That's already his 2nd interception early in this college football season. Offenses are going to figure it out. They're going to stop throwing this guy's way. You just get in trouble when you try.
And a big play on the left sideline. Excellent awareness to get that foot in bounds.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Quarterback making adjustments. Right back to it. No running room at all, and he barely makes it back to the line of scrimmage. It's 3rd and goal. Entertaining first quarter, and we are all lined locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. They'll try to run for it. He is stopped well short of the first down, but they are still in field goal range, assuming they send the kicker out there.
And, man, that's a good job by this defense. Great job being physical, penetrating, getting in the backfield, third and goal, expecting run, getting in there, and now forcing a decision for this offense, forcing the fourth down and goal.
On fourth down, they'll throw for it. And a sack all the way back at the 5.
Man, that stings. You go all the way down the field, you get a fourth and goal situation, and the offense comes up small. The defense gets the sack. No points for you.
The Sooners will get things going on offense as they head onto the field. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field to score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I'd have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
The Sooners can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. You know, Oklahoma's DNA is being tough. They have a whole drill about being tough named after them, the Oklahoma drill, and they won that one.
Yeah, and we've seen that kind of come and go some throughout the years, but it started with serious physicality back in the day when they ran the option and just hit you in the mouth. But, you know, football's involved, and that's the one thing about this offense. Can they keep their physicality and assert their physicality? The good Oklahoma teams are physical.
Working the middle. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. The Sooners come to the line with a new set of downs. Dropping back, it's Mateer. Fires to the wideout. Got a man, it's Harris. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
Man, listen, you get zone coverage and you can hit that curl route and he comes open continually. Keep hitting it. This might be a play to come back to.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. A strike downfield. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21.
Man, this quarterback's got a short-term memory, boy. After the interception on the last drive, that looked so ugly, but he's come out and he's been able to turn the page. 4 for 4 now on this drive, throwing it. He's got himself right back in, locked in a really, really nice rhythm. I don't think you have anything to worry about if you're the head coach looking at your quarterback, seeing how he's responded to that mistake on the last drive.
Second and long. Looking to fire. Makes the grab. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
This crowd knows this defense needs them right now. Wants to throw again. Oh, he makes the catch. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal.
Defenses are put in such a tough spot when offenses get in third and short because the whole playbook is open and they go with the pass. I love it. They sneak the pass in there. Nice success. Great job by the quarterback getting rid of the football, getting the first down, now set up first and goal.
No room to run, and he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be second and goal. They are controlling the ball. Ninth play of the drive. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. And he's in. Touchdown, Oklahoma. these guys just score from anywhere out there? After that drive, it sure looks that way.
And that's what separates really good offenses from great offenses. When you're backed up in a bad position and you can still fight your way out and go get you a touchdown, that's a great drive by the offense.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Bulldog offense out to start the drive. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the fourth down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complimentary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
That last play is the kind of thing the offense can really build some momentum on, and now they've got it 1st and 10 outside the 40. With the catch, it's Frazier. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
Running backs are wide receivers. They do such a great job nowadays out of the backfield. All you got to do, dump it to him. Get it to him quick, and he'll make the rest happen with his running back skills. But they do so much work with wide receivers in practice that they basically have become wide receivers.
Trying play action. Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5. They are really clicking along, 1st and goal on just the 4th play of the drive. Run in the red zone, it's Frazier. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Georgia!
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
And the point after is good. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Looking for a man. It's Mateer. Got the back over the middle. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. Now here on 2nd down, see if they keep tossing it around. The clock winds down to 2 minutes, and we will take a pause for the 2-minute timeout. Now on 2nd down. Back to pass. And he's ruled down right there, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Wants to throw it again. Trying to make magic on the scramble. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
Looking for a chunk play on 2nd and short. Trying to set up the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
The dogs are barking and growling and trying to hold him here on third down. Looking to the big tight end. Got him downfield.
Well, it feels like everybody else on offense has been getting some in the passing game this drive. Finally, they get the tight end going, too. He's like, dude, I'm good, and I'm open. Throw me the ball. And that's exactly where their quarterback goes. He's feeling it right now. He's distributing the football to a bunch of different people in the defense right now. They have no idea who's getting it next.
To the air. It's Mateer. Fires to the middle. And here's the third interception of the night. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And he makes another momentum-building play. His second interception in the first half. He can feel where the football's going. Got a good beat on this offense and making plays early and often for his club.
They're going to open this drive with a pass. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. He wants to change this route. The run inside. It's Frazier. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. The Bulldogs will use their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a third down stop. From the gun, wants to pass. Complete. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line.
It's tough on the defense there. Third down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
Timeout on the field, and that's the second call by Georgia. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. To the air, it's Stockton. Under fire. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's second down.
Man, these windows get tighter down here in the red zone, and those catches are a little bit more contested, more people near you, and it gets a little bit more difficult. But you need your players to step up for your QB and make big plays.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Just enough time to get off one more snap. They get the timeout called here, and probably just enough time for one more snap to put up points before the half. And as the clock is winding down here in the first half, they'll send out the field goal team. Not a particularly long kick from 36 yards out, but he'll have to guide it in from the left hash. It is good. And after the field goal, guys, they are back on top. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, hard to believe we're a full month into the season. A lot of action in college football here in Week 4. We begin our whip around with Florida, taking on the number 25 team, the Ole Miss Rebels. And it's the Gators, trying to stay perfect as they eye a 5th straight win. It's been a dream start to the season, and really this game here today as well. Time to find out if they can finish the job.
The Bulldogs offense is on the field, ready to get this drive cranked up. They go to work in the third quarter with the lead, but they have had a little trouble keeping their quarterback upright.
Yeah, and you have the lead, you're positive, but the offensive line coach is definitely going to be upset. And the offensive coordinator, listen, I don't want my guy getting touched. He's being productive, but give him some more time here in the second half.
I think you can do that, too, offensively, by maybe leaving your tight end in to help block, maybe chipping with running backs to help these tackles out on the edge, because you're right, that pocket has been shaky, and if it continues to be that way in the second half, this could be a much different-looking football game.
The Bulldogs with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Keeping it on the ground inside, it's Frazier. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hands, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him, but now they're finding out about him.
On first down, Nate Frazier makes it past the marker. There's a crease. At 20. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Bulldog. Once he got some room, it was over.
I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that. He can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners. When he kicked it in gear, got the long touchdown.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Oklahoma offense. So this second half didn't exactly start the way they had hoped on defense, and now the offense will try to answer with a score of its own. Snagged out of the air. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag on the field. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. The holding penalty will make it 1st and 20. Now the play fake. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes an offense are hoping the run fake is going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
After the sack, they have their work cut out for them. Basically, they have to get it to the other side of town. Scanning the field, it's Mateer. Bringing the heat. On target over the middle. Pulled down for the tackle. Following the completion, we get a stoppage to check out the injured player. Looks as if it's their senior quarterback who's down on the play, and that is a guy they can ill afford to lose. We'll have Holly check on his condition shortly. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Fires to the middle, working that left side. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. Here comes the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got twilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And I thought the game plan has been so good by this defense, man. They know exactly who his go-to guy is out wide, and they're doing a great job of mixing up coverage, taking that away. Listen, this QB doesn't have to go to him, and that's why I think you look next. Who's your next best playmaker that can make something happen for you? Maybe go find him because they're locked in on that star out wide.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
And the Sooners are moving quickly down the field. Gives it on the option. Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
From the 36, a third down, and you wonder if they're willing to take 2 plays to get the first. Looking to throw for it. He lets one fly deep. Caught on the right sideline.
I like the aggressive play call there on offense. You're taking a shot on 3rd and short, and maybe what you're thinking is, even if this is incomplete, we're going to stay on the field and we're going to go for it on 4th. But really nice route, beautiful throw. I don't know if the defense was expecting that, and they gave up a big one through the air.
1st and goal, and this feels like their chance to give them a finish. Running the red zone, it's Robinson. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Oklahoma! Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front. They were physical. Skilled players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he stopped right there. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. The lead has been sliced to a field goal, and now they'll try to answer. Powers through the defender. Tripped up at the 25 after picking up 4. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Off play action. Here's a heat. And down he goes.
Man, this defensive end is a monster. I mean, you've seen his athleticism and his speed and his bend and his flexibility. He now has 2 sacks, and there's still a lot of football to play.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Under fire. Finds a man on the left. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41.
And that's a huge 3rd down conversion by the offense there. It's 3rd and long. You've got a lead, not by a lot. Quarterback, though, very poised. Reads the coverage, throws it in rhythm, and you stay on the field.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Looking left. It's complete. Stop is made at the 44, but it's a 15-yard gain and a 1st down.
That is a really good-looking throw. And you think about the expectation level now for quarterbacks in Georgia. Matthew Stafford was the #1 pick overall. Stetson Bennett won 2 national championships. Imagine the pressure on this guy. But when you see throws like that, he makes you believe that he can step up and lead this team to yet another natty.
He'll try to do it himself. He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28.
These guys aren't human. I mean, they got to survey the field, throw the football, make deep passes, and then guess what else? They pull the ball down, take off, and make big chunks of plays on the ground. It's just impossible to be on defense nowadays.
Worked it down to the 22-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Unleashes one. He can't make the connection. It'll be incomplete. He can scramble, but couldn't create anything there.
It doesn't matter who it is, receivers, in this case, a tight end. You get open, you sometimes start to look at that green space in front of you, and you just take your eye off the football, lose your concentration a little bit, and miss that opportunity for possibly a big play.
Looking downfield, it's Stockton. Pressure coming. And they got him.
I tell you what, if I'm this QB, I am ill as a hornet at my offensive line. Are you kidding me? That's the 6th time they put me on the ground. Dudes, will y'all protect me a little bit better, please?
He boomed it through a 50-yard field goal, showing off that powerful leg.
And Not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth. Man, 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Xavier Robinson. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country. And we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction, not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for it.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
The Dogs are off the leash and coming after him on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted, and that is the last thing they needed.
And that's another great break on the football by that safety. He has seen the ball so well, reading the quarterback's eyes. It's almost like he knows where it's going. And if I'm this offense, I'm going to pick and choose throwing it near him. I might stay underneath more, outside 3rd of the field, but I'd be careful trying that guy.
Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Dropping back, it's Stockton. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions from go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you could tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
When a defense is in zone coverage, Jesse, they want to react. How do you react to a howitzer coming out like that one?
Not much you can do because this guy's got a cannon. You saw all the eyeballs on defense on that play. They were waiting and anticipating that throw, but when you've got...
And with the pressure on him, the quarterback goes down, and we've played 3 quarters here. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Might be changing the route. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Makes the catch. It's Frazier. Turning it on. Touchdown, Bulldog. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3. Offense gets the job done again. You want to build that cushion as we get deeper into the 2nd half.
Man, it makes it easy, doesn't it? You start getting up by a couple possessions, making the offense very predictable on the other side. Great job by the offense extending their lead.
A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a 35-yard pass for 6. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
Well, we've got a close game here at the start of the 4th quarter, right? This team obviously is down, but they're not playing it close to the vest. Being aggressive, first play of the drive, trying to throw it down the field. They're going to have to complete some of these if they're going to get this comeback win in this game.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Lets it fly. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Takes it the other way. Ripping through the defense.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's 4th down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped.
And this offense has really done a nice job on the ground. Like, the ground game has been solid, man. Nice job opening holes, running the football.
He's going for the goal line. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Bulldog! They extend the lead here in the 4th, and after stumbling early, about to push their record to 3-1. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
Oklahoma sends the offense out ready to go on the attack. We've certainly seen better. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
And every time he gets brought down, everybody kind of gasps for a second because you're already on quarterback number 2, and you got to protect him. You got to keep him upright. The least amount of hits as possible because you definitely don't want to go to QB.
Throws it deep. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
This was my favorite time to be a defensive lineman, man. You get up big, late in the game, you know it's past. You're just teeing off on the quarterback. The defensive backs, they're bailing, playing those deep passes. It is hard to...
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. The offense very fortunate to get that ball back.
Man, those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football and you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up, just to have the other team recover it again and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
On 4th down, looking to pass. Fires to the wideout. They get the completion, but it won't be nearly enough as the defense is there to stop him short. Great place to start for this offense. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
They'll give to Frazier. They get him stopped after a pickup of 5 to the 28.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Pocket breaking down. He breaks into the open. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work. And the Bulldogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the red zone, it's Frazier. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Dogs! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They've built a little cushion and now closer to getting a victory here in Week 4. And he puts through the extra point. Follow the blockers. the offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. This was certainly not their best effort. I believe this team is much better than it performed today, but they're going to pay the consequences of losing this ball game. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Throws to the wideout. It's a fumble. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. It's a seam wide open.
Yeah, and you see wide receivers make those catches and try to get upfield and now turn into a running back, make something happen. And a lot of times you just forget to secure that football real tight. And you can tell DB got it out. Big mistake, big turnover, nice forced turnover by the defense.
This offense has it with really good field position. Running inside, it's Frazier. He's pulled down after a tough run, gets it to the 6.
And how good does that feel, right? You've got the lead in the 4th quarter. The defense knows you're going to try to run the ball to ice the game, and you rip off an 8-yard run. They know it's coming, and they still can't.
Touchdown Bulldogs! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. And he tacks on the extra point. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Sooner offense returns to the field. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on 1st down. 2nd down coming up.
We're trailing this much in the 4th quarter. The offense is looking for an explosive play to try to ignite them and get them back in this one, but nothing doing. Nice job in coverage.
Zings it complete to the right. Got room at the 35. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a 1st down at the 38.
And quarterbacks love running backs who can catch the ball because they're stat patters. That's an easy throw for this quarterback to make. He's just letting his running back do all the work. Get him the football out in space and let the magic happen.
Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the 4th.
Yeah, and I don't know what happened. He didn't look open as it is, and the QB's trying to make a play, trying to force the ball, but at least he threw where his guy could catch it or nobody could catch it.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throwing right. It's caught. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the 1st down at the 36.
And this offense has got to kick it in high gear now. Making a big play, that is great, but we got to go up-tempo. We got to go fast. We're trailing big in this ball game. We got to put a lot of drives together and maybe even get lucky with an onside kick.
Fires to the tight end. Brought down at the 21-yard line, a 15-yard pickup, and they are in prime position to get points now. The Sooners, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Plucks it out of the air. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
Well, it's a nice job by the defender. They're closing the gap with the wide receiver. They're going to complete the hitch pass, but he's able to run right up on him, get him to the ground for a man.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Lets it fly. And it's caught for a touchdown. They're going to play this one through to the end, but this is pretty much window dressing. Once the game reaches this point, you start thinking ahead and how you can find something positive to take into the next game.
Dang right. Keep the offense rolling. Try to find some plays that I can use throughout this season that I can have some more success, or I guess have success. I haven't had a lot of success today, but I'm looking for the future.
And he's going to bring this one out. And the return man's journey is stopped, but there is a flag on the play. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Poor starting field position here for this offense. Making side adjustments here. Out of the gun here with Nate Frazier. This time stopped behind the line of scrimmage, and they're probably saying, finally, what a night he's had.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
We've reached a 2-minute timeout, and in all likelihood, they